Ilhan Omar tells voters, God expects you to do the righteous work. Hi, it's great to have you with us. If you are new to TST, tap on the subscription button and click the notification bell so you can receive authentic news that you can rely on daily. Democratic Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar told voters that they may have religious obligations. God does not expect them to vote for people who might harm them in the future. The Minnesota representative spoke at the Plight of Black Immigrants Forum in Washington, D.C. Friday and reminded the audience that God expects them to do the righteous work in their voting. Make sure you're voting, Omar reminded her audience. Make sure you understand why you're voting, and make sure you understand who you're voting for. Omar did not hesitate to tell voters what God expects of them. Not to vote for those who might harm them in the future. Yes, God has obligations to all of us, she said. But God expects us to do the righteous work. So God does not expect you to vote for people who will ultimately hurt you and other humans around you. Watch.
Once you recognize there's a problem and you understand how you yourself can be part of the solution, then you must do that. So I hope, and I beg of you, to really think about what is your role as a member of our community, our society, our country, our world, to dealing with some of these policy challenges. Make sure you're voting, make sure you understand why you're voting, and make sure that you know who you are voting for. And yes, God has obligations to all of us, but God expects us to do the righteous work. And so God does not expect you to vote for people who will ultimately hurt you and other humans around you. So thank you very much for being.
Omar, who was elected to the United States House of Representatives during the 2018 midterm elections, is one of two members of Congress to openly support the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement, a movement boycotting the Jewish state. Freshman Michigan Democratic Representative Rashida Tlaib also supports the BDS movement. The Minnesota representative has harshly criticized Israel in the past, claiming in a remark widely perceived as anti-Semitic that the United States' support of Israel is all about the Benjamins. Words as such doesn't really suit coming from people who hasn't bettered people's life a bit. Rather, made it worse by constantly going after their personal flaws, leaving the job they're appointed to do. People who claim that they're in the House for the support of the Palestinian people clears it out that they really never cared into helping improve the American government for the native people. People will choose the leader that they find best fitted to the president's position, but they will choose one who will work for them and not for other countries. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you've liked this report, please share among friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to Top Stories Today. Thank you for tuning into TST. I'm David Ravine. See you in the next one.